How do you make your fantasy world feel big? So listen, there's absolutely nothing wrong with cozy fantasy or more intimate fantasy that takes place on a smaller scale, but sometimes you do want to write those epic sprawling fantasy worlds with multiple nations or kingdoms or whatever you want to call it. And if that is your goal, you don't want to end up with a world that has a lot of different proper nouns thrown around, but no sense of reality. Nothing for the reader to actually explore or want to explore. So one thing that you absolutely need to make your fantasy world feel big is geopolitics. It isn't enough to have multiple nations, they need to interact with one another, and they need to do so across multiple contexts. That means thinking about their history, shared ethnic groups with different dispersal, immigration, politics, alliances, trade, where different goods come from, how that powers economies, cultural sharing and cultural conflict, religion. You need to consider these things not only for each nation individually, but all of them as a whole. All of these interactions, kind of like a food web. So to make your fantasy world feel big, my recommendation is to make sure that all of your nations and groups are interacting with each other. Let me know what you think.